Humans, today we're going to do a drawing exercise. I have this post-it note here and we're going to draw this design on progressively larger and larger canvases, starting off with a normal 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Using a pencil and a micron pen, we're going to recreate that lovely self-portrait on this piece of paper. It looks a little different. It's kind of interesting how the design changes throughout. Trying to redraw it. The head is a little bit more pronounced. The eyes are slightly more open, and there are legs. Once I'm finished with the line work, we're going to grab our Ohuhu alcohol markers and try my best to color it the same color as that post-it note. And I like it. Taking our time here, adding as much color as possible, filling in all the gaps. The color scheme is going to be relatively simple, just this color with a few different shadows here and there. Now this drawing is a lot of fun. I had a good time. I was right around here where I'm like, oh no, I gotta color the whole thing. But just small problems. All it takes is just a little bit of time and patience. Feel free to try this drawing exercise out for yourself. Take a design that you really like or you hate. Maybe you don't like it. Try to redraw it on a larger piece of paper or a canvas and see what it looks like. We're going to use some other Ohuhu alcohol markers to add some shadows. And I think it looks pretty cool. I'm excited. Now, I'd like to think that this character is just there, alive. Doesn't really do anything. Maybe it eats some grass. I think this creature likes to kind of hop over into other people's backyards and eat their grass. Maybe in this world it's a normal thing. Instead of mowing the lawn, you have to wait for our little character here to get to your backyard to eat your grass. And weeds. Maybe it eats weeds as well. We're going to add the color purple to our character's drool, I guess. And we're going to carry this color scheme over to the next drawing. Speeding things up a little bit, I'm adding a few extra shadows to the drool and around the eyes as well. And there we are. We have our first recreation of the original drawing. Still think the original is my favorite, but this was fun. But we're not done here. We're going to grab a canvas. I don't even remember what size canvas. This is just like your standard canvas rectangle size. I just had it in my closet, still wrapped up in plastic. And we're going to try it out, see what it does. What I do. I'm not sure what that means. Grabbing a pencil, we're going to do the exact same thing. It was right around here too where I realized, why am I making this video? What's the point? Maybe there is no point. Maybe I'm just having fun. And then that's cool with me. I like having fun. But I did realize, I hope this is fun to watch me drawing the same thing over and over again. But I don't know. I had fun. Let me know in the comments what this character's name is. Maybe it's a lawnmower. Maybe it's just lawnmower. Using a brush, I mixed in a few colors to try my best to recreate that peachy color. It's slightly darker than the original, but that's just how it goes. Drawings change over time. It's kind of like a game of telephone with yourself. Although you are seeing the word like telephone, whatever. I realized the brush was way too big, so I switched over to a smaller one and just continued to fill in the gaps. Not too worried about the lines being crispy, because I am going to go over all of the lines with a black paint pen. I like it. Now, if I would do this again, I'd probably do it exactly the same. That's all. I've been working on these drawings for about a week now, maybe 2 weeks. And I will say, as fun as it was painful to draw the same thing over and over again. In the span of a couple weeks. Now, there was a lot of breaks in between. I have some meetings and all sorts of stuff going on in my life. Lots of murals coming up, which I'm pretty excited about. A really big one that I will share more details soon. A lot of my murals that I'm currently working on are not really my style. Like, I'm painting a beer logo in a pizza restaurant, which is cool, I think. But it doesn't really reflect my style. And I like to share my artwork. Grabbing a Ohuhu paint pen, a brush one, to outline everything. And I'm using a lot of Ohuhu products in my videos because when I was on TikTok, they did sponsor a lot of my videos at the time. And they sent me a lot of art materials to use, and I'm still using them. This video currently is not sponsored by Ohuhu or anybody. It's just me. Sponsored by my bank account. This is by far my favorite part of any drawing or painting, is adding the line work. It makes it pop and really come to life. And it's just so cool. I love it. And there we are. We have our little thing. Look at that. It's alive. It's beautiful. It's definitely how I look when I wake up in the morning, or wake up in the morning, or if I'm like, I don't know, sleeping at a really bad Airbnb. That's how I look when I get horrible sleep, or if I forget my toothpaste. Some white highlights, and there we are. The end result. Look at those little legs. Oh my gosh. Shiny drool. Fairly simple color scheme. Keeping it simple. Just like the original drawing. There's our paper sketch. And our post-it note doodle. But we're not done yet. Da-da-da-da. A larger piece of wood. Some plywood that I had hanging out in the backyard. Here's a little size comparison. There's me. That's me. Wearing a nice otter shirt. Pretty big. I thought it'd be waterlogged, but it's not. It's just covered with spiders. Right before I started, it started to rain. So I brought it into the carport. And we're going to get started on a whole bunch of stuff. Another drawing. A brand new drawing. A drawing that you've already seen. But we're going to translate it on this large piece of plywood. Using a pencil to sketch out the details. Starting with the eyes first and kind of wrapping around those eyes. I started a little too high up in the canvas, the plywood. And it is definitely off-centered. So to make up for that, I made the legs a lot longer. Using a nice white color for a base coat for our character here. Using a larger brush and then switching over to a smaller one because I make the same mistake multiple times because I never learn. Just how it goes. This part is probably my least favorite portion of painting. I'm pretty impatient when it comes to painting, so trying my best not to get white paint on our little ant friends hanging out at the bottom here, or on any other little critters. Once we're done with the base coat, we're going to let that dry for a while, and I actually take a break. After coming back, watching the summer game show, and kind of keeping up to date with the bricks and minifigs situation, we're going to come back and add our orange. Mixed a few different colors together to create a relatively similar peachy color. This one is not as dark as the canvas painting, but it still looks good. A lot lighter, maybe more in line with the original drawing. Maybe a little too orange, but just how it goes. I'm not too picky, just impatient. We're just going to do one coat of the orange because I add a lot of detailed line work with the pen, the paint pen, and that kind of covers a lot of the paint strokes, filling in our character's mouth with the paint pen. This is a nice way for me to test out how it works on the wood, and it works really well. I like it. Boop boop. Using another Ohuhu paint pen to color in our drool, purple drool. It's lovely. And then here we go, my favorite part. The line work, the detail, where it comes to life. Same situation as the last one, but on much larger scale. This is a really good exercise to practice drawing reoccurring characters. And I thought it'd be funny if this was the design that I did on a larger scale. All that's left is for me to paint a mural. So if you know anybody, if you want to pay me to paint this on a large wall, hit me up. That'd be so funny. Imagine a library. Hey, Chase, can you paint this? Like, yeah. Yeah, I would. Welcome to the library. And here's our character. Adding some extra accents, some hairs to the top and around the character's body. And there we are, the end result. The legs much longer. One is stretched out just to kind of make up for it being uncentered. And here is how big it is. Now, when I was holding this up, my first thought is, where the heck am I going to put this? I don't know. It's probably going to be in my garage until someone wants to buy it. But there we are. I'm going to just eat some watermelon and call it a day. Again, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Try this drawing exercise out for yourself. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time. It's good practice, especially drawing reoccurring characters like I said before. And that's something I don't normally do. And here is the original in all its glory, working our way up to the plywood painting. Also, let me know your favorite. Which is the best version of our character here? Which is your favorite? Which one would you like to see eating your grass in your backyard? I think the tall one would be creepy. I imagine that that's the size. That's the actual size of our character here. Or maybe this is a life cycle. I don't know. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.